Busy day out here at Carnegie. It's my first ride on my Ultra B. I sold my Light B. We'll kind of go into the reasons why, hopefully through this video, or I might just do some riding. I'm going to talk about why I wanted this bike. And to start off, it just feels like a dirt bike. Like, I built my Light B to be an electric dirt bike. I was hoping I'd have something light and nimble. You know, I didn't want to go with something like the KTM Freeride or anything. I bought my Light B, I think in 2020, when I first started becoming popular, and built it up from there. Put over $12,000 into it and sold it for quite a loss to basically trade over into this. And I'm gonna be honest, I couldn't be more happy. This is basically what I was trying to build my bike to be. So let's keep going on a ride and we'll kind of talk about it some more. I don't know where I am right now, but oh well. I was hoping I could get around over there. I think we're gonna have to go around. I want to get to the other side of the park. It's a busy day here in Carnegie, Northern California, between Livermore and Tracy. Beautiful fall day. Just had nasty rains yesterday. Ground's a little slick some places and super tacky in others. So a lot of fun to ride. One thing not as much fun here at Carnegie versus somewhere like Hollister Hills is there's two-way traffic. So you can't fly around a lot of this stuff because all the trails, pretty much all of them, are two-way. There's a lot of firsts you'll notice when switching over to this bike from something like a Light B. But I'm one finger braking and I have so much more control. Thank you. No one. I have so much more control on these stock brakes than I did on my $500 Hope Tech 4s. Hope Tech 4s are great, but they're mountain bikes. Mountain bike brakes. And these are motorcycle brakes, and you can tell the difference. I don't even think they need to be upgraded. To be honest, they feel great. Maybe different pads, but I'm not getting them hot yet, so I can't tell. Today's not going to be a day where I'm trying to get them hot. Today's just putting around, getting a feel for the new bike. The size, the ergonomics. I'm 6 foot, about 175 pounds. So moderate size on the bigger end, especially height-wise. The Light B always felt small, janky. And I upgraded to the 18 or 16, 18 wheel set, which is a perfect fit for the bike. But when we're riding terrain like this, like it's not enough. It wasn't great. Had great on traction, but little rocks would bounce me around. It didn't feel like a solid bike. This like feels solid. The swing arm, if you know, you know, but the swing arm on the Light B would flex so much, and you could feel it, especially going over some big ruts, heavy whoops. Like, you would feel it flex, the whole chassis just flexing. And it's not a great feeling when you're trying to do, you know, 30, 40 miles an hour through some rough terrain. This, on the other hand, just feels solid. I did upgrade the wheels, so my buddy Pete suspended, hooked me up with the bike. Wheels and tires. So if you're looking for an Ultra B here in the Northern California area, he's the guy to hit up. Took care of me. I got 1821s on here. It feels fantastic. Like, I feel like I'm on my 450. Not the power of my 450, but what I can roll over. Weight-wise, though, God, it feels lighter than it is. I don't know, it's 180, 200 pounds maybe. It feels light. Not as nimble as the Light B, but a good in between. Pretty much what I wanted to build when I started building my Light B to replace my gas bikes. Happiness Valley, huh? Let's see how happy we get. Oh, I love when it's so tacky like this. Not even any slippage at all. Woo. Have to show that thing climbed it with ease. Little air there. And there. God, this bike is so good. Climbs are black diamond like it's nothing. Whew. That was cake. Absolute cake. Beautiful. Let's keep going. Another thing on this bike, a lot of people don't talk about, but I'm going to talk about it, is the balance. Because we upgrade our light bees to be so much more than they are, they get very, very front heavy. I had a 60 max Qi battery, 60 volt, 60 max, and it had so much front weight, like it was tough to balance going over jumps. This feels so much more stable in the air. All right, let's go down here. I wish Carnegie made some of these one-way trails. We could have so much more fun. Some of these blind areas, like this is gorgeous, but you gotta be careful. I mean, it's a good thing I'm on an electric bike. I can hear most, but still. Ooh, a little greasy and tacky in different spots. Awesome. God, these brakes, so good. And just the overall feel of this bike. Jesus. So good. It's a steep downhill. I don't think it's steep enough to heat up the brakes, but and then fading it all. I'm curious as what this controller is putting out on phase amps, even on daily mode right here, because it is just a tank going up these hills. So much torque. Like, I'm not even getting on it. I'm like quarter throttle. Another steep hill right here. Like it's not even, I was gonna say phasing it, pun intended, but I'm curious to know the phase amps on daily. Sport, I know, has a whole lot more, but even on daily, this thing is just punchy up the hill. This thing is awesome. Bridge tail. It's one of my favorites. Hopefully no one's coming the other way. Woo, even on that kicker, felt so good. It jumps so much better. The balance is just there. I'm not saying you can't build a good light bee, because my light bee is awesome. This platform is just a better fit for my riding style, mainly off-road. I get 99% off-road, and my riding style, single track. I'm not hitting big jumps, I'm riding single track. We'll take it on a track every now and again, but this is awesome. Any gas bikers out there too, you would love this bike. Take you a minute to get used to having hand brakes only, but black bear. A little wet over here. Shady forest. I will continue on this little bigger trail now. I don't know how wet certain areas are, but on this side of the mountain it looks like it's pretty wet. I don't want to get stuck because I'm by myself today. This stuff used to be annoying to go down on the ultra or on the light bee. And the big rocks. I'm just floating over it in this. 21-inch front on this feels great, by the way. Feels better than my 450. Probably the smaller forks, just a little bit easier to turn around. This does have slightly smaller forks. I don't know how big the stanchions are, but they're definitely smaller than what was on my 450. It just gives it a lot lighter feeling. This looks a little tacky. Oh yeah. And thank God for a front fender. One thing you couldn't do with Fox 40s. I just heard a rock slap that thing. And the rear fender on this is actually useful. I don't feel my back. Well, I got a backpack on, so maybe I am wet. We can speak on that when we get done riding. So good. What's funny is it still has a little Surron mating call, squeaky brakes. Not as bad as the Lipey, of course, but all right. I think we're gonna end up going up that nice trail over there too. I wish GoPros did this this kind of terrain justice, so you could actually see, because it's quite steep. Alright, what do we got here? West Serpentine. It's funny because that's on the east side of the park. But hey, I'm not judging climbing yellow. Oh, just wheeling over that in daily mode. Most of this ride, by the way, actually, I just did one little hill climb that wasn't on video, on sport. The rest has all been in daily. Oh shit. No problem. Pretty heavily rutted, and this thing just climbs it like a champ. God, I would have hated that in the LP or in the Light View. This is just floating over it with ease. God, I love it. It's so good. It is so good counter, an awesome counter. It's probably pretty high by now. A little bit of dirt back there, not bad. Rear shock is clean. Oh, let's keep going. Got a 69% battery left. Nice. It just floats. I love jumping this thing. Golden Eagle. Let's get in this pocket. A little more confidence. Excuse me. Yeah. Fucking love it. I would have fucking hated that in the light. This rocky terrain. This I don't mind it so much. Just floating over it. Very confidence-inspiring bike. Very stable. Very good. All right, which way are we going? That field was super loud with colors. I still don't know what I want to do with this. I got all black wheels so I could go any direction. I'm thinking I might go more stealthy, but I also want it to pop, so it's tough. There's a fine line between too much. My last one, I don't think it was too much, but it was built for what it is. which was a nice loud Surron. Someone's two-stroke smells good. What are your thoughts? How should I build this? Should be loud and bright. Should do it more stealth. Let me know your thoughts. Whip snake is open. 60%. Might need sport for that, huh? Probably not, but let's burn some sport energy. All right. I don't know how the trail is today. It's usually one of my favorites in my life. Greasy, a little tacky. Depends on where you hit. That's the first hard hit of the brakes. Ooh, Sport's got some get up. Like, feels like more than 12.5 kilowatts, but maybe it's just the torque down low. Yeah, it feels great. Didn't commit. Oh, yeah. Commit. Yes. Got up on one wheel. I was not leaning right. Oh, looks greasy. Oh, well, go for it. Oh, nice. This tire's good. It's the IRC VE33. That was greasy as hell. It kept me planted. let's give the old reverse feature a try. The feature you never know you wanted until you got it. Fantastic. No energy wasted turning around. All right, hopefully the camera does it some justice, but I'd say a decently steep hill. And I'm going to throw some sport mode and see what we can do here. Not terribly steep, but pretty steep, and it's long. See if it does anything to the heat of the motor also. Let's go. That is pinned right now. Didn't even touch the motor heat. He's about 1%. That was a hell of a hill though. It's got the power. Definitely doesn't have quite as much juice as my Light B. I'd run my Light B somewhere in the neighborhood of 14 to 18 kilowatts. You can definitely tell it doesn't have that. But to be honest, I'm not really missing it. For the type of riding I'm doing, yeah, it'd be cool to have a little bit for like that hill climb. It'd be nice to be able to bump it up to 18 kilowatts. But I don't know if I want to put a controller and do all that on here. I'm more interested in range. Like, I think this has everything I need power-wise. Range still isn't bad. But the only times is really when I'm just ripping up those hill climbs where I want more power. The rest of the riding is perfect. And I think that's where I gotta think about modding. Like, yeah, this thing could rip 30 kilowatts easy, but what are we trying to build out of this? Like, it's not gonna be a track machine, it's gonna be a trail machine. With the occasional like track use, you know? So, I don't know. Conflicted. I'll tell you what I don't want to do is throw another $7,000 into this, like I did the Light B. It's gonna be crazy. Oh, this tag's nice. If you're looking for something that's got a lot of grip, I think it's only 100 width. That thing had no problem even in that grease. This train is definitely tough on batteries. We're at 50% now. We started at like 92, 93, around there. So we've used what, 40% at about 14 miles. It's almost 30 miles, right? No, I had like 3 miles on it, so I take that back. 40% on about 10 miles. So, rough math, maybe around 25 miles. This terrain, maybe I'm right, maybe I'm wrong. It's not what this video is about. So I will do a video comparing everything about my Light B versus this, and why I switched to this, and why I sold my Light B, but it really just comes down to what kind of bike I was looking for. Light B is a great bike, but it's a little pit bike. This is not a pit or trail, right? So we throw power at them to try and ride trails like this. And that frame is just not really made for it. I'm not saying you can't upgrade them to do that, but I still think the frame is a little undersized for a lot of what we do with them. And a lot of people that are switching to the Ultra Bs are saying the same thing. And this swing arm can take it. This is the best bang out of the buck if you're looking for some off-road riding in an electric fashion, period. You can go cheaper and get a used gas bike for sure, but I've done the gas bike thing. I just want to ride an electric bike. Although I would still buy a 2002 model year CR250 if a good deal ever came up, because I absolutely love that bike. That was one of my first big dirt bikes. I bought it in 2004 and I loved it, and I sold it, I don't know why. So if I ever find one for a good price, I want to build one, restore it. Try the steeper one. No problem. Like that. Hard to stay away from the hill climb when you're at a hill climb part. Alright, let's keep going. That was fucking fun. Jagger Trail, Diamond. Let's see what it's like. Might be too much. Doubt it. It's a little slimy. Where the sun don't hit, and it slid right off. And it gets nice over here. I love riding in the fall. Temperature's perfect. T-shirt and jersey on, and that's it. And just the perfect temperature. I don't know what it is, 65 out here, but I can do this. Oh! Well, that was a good one. Over the handlebars. Hopefully that came out on video pretty good. Woo. Go ahead. All right. No damage? Good. Because that was fun. And by fun, I mean not fun. Look at the ruts. Look how deep that is. The brakes are, and shit, trying to compose myself. The brakes and the grip are insanely more than my light B. I literally just picked up the back wheel and had nowhere to go there. That was all my fault, 100%. Bike looks good, so we shouldn't break anything there. A little bit of ego.